Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with the Rude Man, and we are in Tailfeather, and Kryle and I are talking to people and showing them pictures of Thancred, see if we can figure out what happened to him. So we're going to carry on with that, and here we go. Oh, I talked to the wrong guy. Well, I talked to the guy, and I talked to the girl, not the guy, which was incorrect. We're off to a good start. No, ain't seen him around. Sorry. Well, don't be sorry. Thanks for your time. Hey, Kryle. Any news? She says, it's not time to rendezvous. Marchand, what's that you've got there? A sketch? Can't say I know that face. You say he's something of a warrior? Well, something of. I heard a tale the other day about a Hyrian vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of the bleeding ball. Does that sound like your man? Sure does. It sure does. I don't know where else we go in here. A Hyrian man. We're not exactly rare, you know. Could be more specific. Well, I got this picture here. Does that help? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river, to the west of the Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, you see. That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. That doesn't sound like... Well, he doesn't use an axe. Huh. Well, I suppose if he has nothing else, he would use an axe. Hey, Kryle. Are you finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything that we can here. Let's see what the others have found out. Righty. All right, let's see. We're heading north, are we? Northwest. The smoldering wastes. Sounds like fire, doesn't it? All right, down by that tree. How'd Kryle get here before me? She's got little bitty legs. Don't you want to know why those big rocks and mountains are always floating? How does that work? My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hurrian hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as do his fighting prowess. So you've heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we may yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You're implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, you should know he was naked. Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget. Oh, no. You dumb turd. It is now. Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. Well, in any case, if he had dealing with the Vath, they should be able to tell us. No? Quite right, Kryle. Quite right. A little slow, a little late. Alphino would like to very much to continue the search for Thancred. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. What's the big hurry? It's kind of funny that we're out looking for the rest of the Scions, but they're not looking for us. I mean, we actually found Stolen and rescued her. But the rest of them seem to be where they're at, but they're not trying to get where they should be. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Vath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings. How curious. This hunter's tire of godly sport. How curious. The hunter's dire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey. No, he's not prey. He's a friend, long missing. Good. He is a friend of the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly, and you are quite certain that it was this man? There is no doubt. The freshly clothed in skins came to us from Somall, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade. In exchange, we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. Where is he now? Gone to Loth Nath, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana is returned. Bidnaford did say that the Nath had grown as before. But what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay you. Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. He's going up against that god on his own. Well, I guess we do it all the time. Shouldn't be surprised that Thancred would. Forgot I could fly. I'm just trotting down the road. Just enjoying a Sunday drive in the sunshine. All right, what are we looking for here? There we are. So we're waiting for our comrades to arrive. So we're just killing things in the meantime? Or are we clearing the path for them, I guess. Okay, I get it. Whoa.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Oh, it's not Thancred. It's the Warrior of Darkness. We met him on the moon, if you remember. Guess who? Four against five. They don't seem to care, though. They're bad guys.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
What happened to that guy's voice?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not. So you are the Warrior of Light, the savior of Eorzea.
Interesting.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Did you notice that when they had that echo, which is the power that we have, that they all have it? But I'm the only one that has it of the Scions. Well, that's not true. Minfilia had it, but she didn't have the power that I have. I mean, she still has the echo, but it's different in each person. Huh.
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Well, that wasn't quite sporting, was it? All right, we need help. Where's Thancred? And why am I down on the ground? There we are.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it.
Oh, they're talking about sporting, the way they fight. That Istola down on the ground trying to protect the people, and the guy knocks her around with an axe.
Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
I was pretty much
Warriors
worthless.
of Darkness. Really?
I thought the same thing. So when the hunters were talking about a hunter that was, good and carried an axe, they must have been talking about him that they saw. Because Thancred's not carrying an axe. What's with the eye patch? Did you go pirate?
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Okay, sounds good. Well, that was interesting. I have, I make some of my other characters that I have, I've cloned these NPCs, some of them. I have a clone of Thancred, Istola, and Kryl. And sometimes you can name them correctly and sometimes you can't. Like Thancred, I had to spell his name wrong. I had to. My character's Thancred, R-A-E-E-D is correct, but mine is C-R-A-D, because you can't name them because it's a character in the game, a prominent character in the game. You cannot use that name. You have to change it somehow. Stola. I had to take the Y off the name. Because her name is actually Stola. The Y means something, like it's a, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's from a certain clan. One clan they start out with a Y. Another clan starts out with an M. So I just dropped the Y, and I'm able to keep her name Stola. Kryl, I was able to keep Kryl. I changed her last name. Is Baldessian. I changed the way it was spelled, so I was able to keep Kryl. But I've got a ton of these. I've got Estinian. I've got, and the fun of it is trying to make them as close as they can look to the original, and then clothe them in similar clothing. It's just something fun to do. I mean, for me, it's kind of like cosplay in a game.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Now remember, when she cast that spell, he just got shot in the thigh with an arrow. So he had injuries when he, came to. And I don't know what the deal is with his eye.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the all together.
That squirrel just took one of his nuts. I just realized that. I saw these pictures many times in the past. I didn't realize the squirrel came by and stole one of his nuts. Oh,
Eventually,
that's
I
terrible.
managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
There you go. You look very refined.
From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
Well, that would be me.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
Right, my statement earlier was incorrect then, if he's actually looking for us or waiting for us to show up again.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Well, that's something to ponder on. I have to be careful now because I've played through dozens of characters, and there are things that happen that I'm getting confused on, only in timing. So I got to be careful. Like, for example, Thancred's eye. Certain things that Stola says. The fact that I thought they'd already met these guys and they haven't. So I've got to be careful not to jump to conclusions that I'm thinking clearly as I'm playing into this, because I don't want to give out spoilers for one thing, and I don't want to get ahead of the story either. So I have to kind of be careful, because when we first met these guys, the Warrior of Darkness, I was of the assumption we'd already met, but we haven't. This was the first meeting that we had. So anyway, I got to be careful about that. Dreams of the Lost. Alphino is lost in thought, doubtless ruminating on the implications of your encounter with the Warrior of Darkness. Blessed with the power of the echo, and driven to put down primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventures. I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states of promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papalymo found Roland. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had this distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labored to believe that a band of preternatural gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much that we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emeric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. So what she's talking about, just to clarify, is she's got the echo like I do, but my powers are different than hers. If you remember, she was able to sense beasts and stuff. Well, these Vath are a mind. They have one mind. They share thoughts and stuff. And that would be driving her crazy. Wait, Minfilia, missing? I thought she escaped with Roland. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Gotta go talk to that dragon again. I think there's a hole in the ceiling here I can fly through. Is this where we need to be? Hey, we're back again. We're a friend of a friend. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidnifer, but it was not for her sake that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Gnath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take the credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation, as promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds for truth. She fought for justice, she sinned for redemption, she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted thy choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Emmeric's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It's happening, Ysel. Would that you were here to see it. Yeah, she would have been a good addition to the Scions. As a matter of fact, I have one of my characters is of Ysel, and I had to drop the Y from her name as well.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Well, just stand there. He just...
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of Foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men.
Oh, he
whose
did catch
knife
you.
in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
This just points out what I meant about me being a little bit confused, because as we know in the last episode, Heavensward has ended. That segment has ended. Yet there's still things going on here. And as I'm playing, I thought that some of this that we're watching now had already happened. So it's easy to get confused. Another reason why I just need to not try to, think that I have already done something and say something. Keep it to myself. Speak with Alphino and Foundation. All right, we're going back to Foundation now, I guess. All right, I'll meet you there. All right, and now while we're here, if I showed you that I had some seals that I can trade. I'm going to do that while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, I'll run out of seals and not even remember. So let's go to the Forgotten Knight first. Do a little maintenance here. So I can only spend 100 here. The other 200 were in a different seal, which is in Ulda. All right, so we had... Yeah, I've only got 100 here. So I'll just get what I can get. I can get 20 for 100. I'll just do that. When we go back to Ulda, I'll get... I've got 200 there. So I could get 40 more. They add up pretty fast. That's 60 new aetherites. Aetherites. All right, where are we supposed to go? Speak with Alphino. Got to find the little rat first. He's probably at the last vigil, maybe? No, he's in the foundation, or in the plaza. Right. Let's not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Evidently, we don't know. Are you quite well, Thancred? Well, yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Isgardian and the Dwarvians and our friends nowhere to be found? 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papalymo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wished that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphant moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation? See if I can make it in this time. Oh, maybe I don't have to go in. Oh, he's not in there. He just got stabbed. We don't know that yet. I have a copy of Hilda, too. I wanted one of Lucia, but you can't get her body. It is not available in the game. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Emmerich's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. Leave it to Hilda to come right to the point. What? What happened? Will he live? The surgeons tell me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmont and Lord Atori not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like two more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires are started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Sure. Can I kill him? Bloodthirsty. Then let us be about it. Against the dying light, Lucia would begin the hunt for the arsonists without delay. I haven't checked to see if I've got any new armor. I haven't really done a lot of stuff to get loot, though. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Maybe there's a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and the foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Istola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in Foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Totaro can be of assistance as well. Meaning Roland and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Old? She's talking about Thancred? Thancred of the Scions of the 7th Dawn. And may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet. The name's Hilda, a Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all those illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching efforts. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. While we could begin by sifting through the charred rubble and questioning random passerbys, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh, I, the infamous Lord Emmanuelin de Fortemps, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Yeah, he's an idiot. He's like the village idiot. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Roland. He'll be at the Crozier most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Yeah, he thinks he's a ladies' man. Grizzled? I will not accept. But old? Grizzled? I will accept. But old? All right, so we got to go find Emmanuelin, but I'm kind of out of time for today, and I don't want to start something that I haven't got time to finish. So I think it's a good place to take a break. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and ta-ta for now.